doing here? Oh, Man of Truth here, back at it again with the truth. Check it out, I'm back. Yeah, I had to disappear for a while. Master Truth's such an idiot. He's got me doing stupid things and told me to never stop dreaming. Well, since the truth is back in action, and the last video I did was drawing the truth and all that, and given that the video before that was the spirit science one, and as you may remember, when watching that horrid atrocity, I promised to... Ew! Why does he look like that? What happened to you? Why are you eating that? Why is Terrence Howard already back? I'm not waiting for you! Be patient! You ever wanted to know what every book in the Bible was? Well, too bad. We're not talking about the Bible. What do you think I am? A man of lies? No. What is this? Our brain and mind the same thing? No. Get it out! Get it out!
I want to show you.
I want to show you the truth! Look at his forehead. It's so big, but so small at the same time.
I've invented a new form of flight. Tangential flight, the ability to fly around your own center of mass.
That's not flight, that's called rotation, you idiot!
You don't hear anything about it.
Yeah, it's because it's stupid! You ever think about that?
Ross and David Tong or...
What was that? Why did you show that? What kind of video is this? Yeah, no wonder that video was dumb, and no wonder I should have reconsidered from watching it.
Best way to get rid of yellow, crumbling toenails.
What the fuck am I watching?
Hold on to your socks.
No! I'm just gonna get on with this video. I'm gonna get on with it, because this video is horrible. I have nothing but bad things to say about it. That's what I have to say. Bad things. Well, actually, I have good things to say about it, but it's called the truth. There's nothing but bad things of this video. It's horrible. 52 minutes of shit coming out of a guy's mouth. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You're like, oh, man, the truth. The trending, Terrence Howard, he ain't trending as much as he used to. Aren't you a little late to the party? No, I'm not late to the party. I'm talking about Terrence Howard. Are you stupid? Yes, you are, you idiot. You think the truth needs to wait for you? No, you idiot. You wait for the truth. The truth's gonna be the truth whether you wait for it or not. That's the truth. The truth is the truth. Accept the truth. The truth is coming out of my eyes. Can't you see it? There's truth. You people need to know the difference between the truth and the lies. So let's see these lies, Terrence Howard. Let's get this over with. Why is it so loud? Ew, Oxford Union? What are you clapping for? What the hell? Ew! Oh, jeez, you can't just assault people with that ugly face. What's wrong with you?
I know we're starting a bit late. We were trying to get...
Real mathematician here, he can't even count the time. Eye to eye?
I'm Terrence Howard, and I'm so honored.
I'm not honored to see your face. Look at it. What are you looking at? Him? Ew! What the hell is that? Does someone want to explain this to me? Of why you all have a piece of toilet paper on your wall? Whoa!
So, I didn't have any training as an actor, right? No?
Yeah, I can tell.
In a real bad part of Cleveland, Ohio.
Hurry up.
My life, because we didn't have any money for clothes for me.
I'm so glad I decided to make this a video.
My way out of there by doing a fancy little thing called lying. You guys do any of that?
No. Apparently Oxford can't afford someone to make their captions.
That little person that was always there, I got you, man. I'm here. I got you. Don't go in there. I ain't going in there.
That person, when we get about 13 or 14, we get embarrassed of him. And we push him aside and we don't listen to him anymore. And he's always not.
What the hell is he talking about? What the shit in here? What am I getting at?
You may think you've been here for 20 years on this planet, but we know that energy. I was an actor because it was like Jesus walking on water for tips. Because he could do it. That's what he did. It was a natural thing for him. I've always been an empath. I've always been emotionally connected to everything. But the thing that I was most spiritually connected to.
Why did he compare himself to Jesus?
Was physics.
Physics?
And I fell in love with this thing called the flower of life. You guys know the Vinci.
He just brought up the flower of life?
Who in here knows the flower of life?
Nobody.
Let me get you something.
I want you guys to know about a 6,000-year-old secret.
I mean, it's not really a secret if you know about it. Ew! What the hell? Why you can't just show your multi-dimensional butthole?
Have you guys ever seen this before?
Yeah, it's a piece of garbage.
Now, you know this is one of the oldest symbols in human history, right?
That's great.
This symbol was found in the Temple of Osiris in Egypt, and it had been molecularly burned into the wall.
What the hell does that mean?
The forbidden temples in China, sitting under the fufu dogs, and the foot on it, the flower of life, saying whoever controlled that flower of life controlled the universe.
Excuse me? Since when? Since when would controlling a freaking multi-dimensional butthole like the flower of life, aka the flower of butts, since when would that give you control over the universe? You got any proof? Hello? You got any proof in that? That head of yours? Any proof of that? I bet there isn't. What's that smell like? Oh, I smell a smell. I smell a nose. A nose of a liar.
There were secrets in that flower of life that Da Vinci spent his whole life trying to uncover.
Da Vinci was an idiot. What else do you want me to say? Da Vinci was an idiot. He drew some garbage on paper, and people were just like, "Oh wow, oh my God, Da Vinci, you did it, you wrote on the paper." And Da Vinci's like, "Yeah, I know. I'm a real piece of work here." And then everyone's like, "Oh my goodness, Da Vinci. I wish you were my dad." "Oh well, I wish I could be your dad too. Unfortunately, I lost my balls."
That Newton spent his whole life.
Really? Newton even did it?
The same secrets that
Pythagoras even did it.
to uncover, but the problem was...
Can you bring a citation of truth into the discussion? And on top of that, it doesn't matter if someone in the past looked into this thing and thought it was cool. It doesn't make it special. That's not how things work. You can have 1 million people obsessed with this thing, and they can all be geniuses. They could be smart and intelligent and educated. They could all be that, but it doesn't change anything. Reality is gonna be what it's gonna be. The truth is gonna be the truth, no matter what. You can have 1 million people obsess over a lie. It doesn't make it any more true. It's true when it's the truth. So how about you start talking about the truth? Because this is a butthole.
kept seeing
Seeing what?
this
Forehead?
two-dimensional space.
That's called your butt.
Of this two-dimensional frame,
Yeah, your butthole.
and as a result, they got stuck in this plane, a flat plane.
A plane like an
Now,
airliner?
But they were misled by something I think called a straight line. You guys believe in straight lines?
Straight lines. Okay, you know what? Let's hear him out. Let's hear him out. Maybe he's onto something. Maybe he's improperly describing the truth.
You believe there's straight lines in the universe? Well, let me hit you with something.
Wait, you're asking like actual straight lines? Yeah, of course there are, you idiot. Here, I'll show you one. Oh, Mr. Terrence Howard! I got something for you. Hey, you wanna check out what this looks like to you? The truth! Staring right at you. Now, let's take a look at the specimen we got here. Alright, so I'm seeing a straight line there. There's a straight line, pretty straight line there. Straight line. Yeah, they're slightly curved. I didn't feel like drawing them perfect and straight, but it doesn't change the fact that it's straight. Stupid. There you go. Straight lines demonstrated.
All energy in the universe is expressed in what? It's in motion.
No, it's not. It's expressing the truth. It's expressing the truth and its ability to influence. That's how all energy is expressed. Its ability to influence things. There you go. It can be expressed in motion, and it can be expressed in other ways too.
All motion is expressed in what?
It's expressed in motion. It goes in motion. I don't know how else to explain this to you. What is this? Is he failing kindergarten?
Look at galaxies. Are they expressed in straight lines? Expressed in vortices?
What the Oh, why the hell did he pick a galaxy? Out of all the things you could pick that's moving, why a galaxy? Why not something like this? Watch this. Whoa, that went straight. Like, whoa. My hand's going straight. There you go. Straight lines demonstrated yet again.
Vortices are expressed in what? waves.
No, they're not. They're not expressed in waves. Are you kidding me? You thinking that vortices are expressed in waves? Wave, vortice. Wave, vortice. Wave, vortice. Is this just him not knowing how words work?
All waves are curved.
Show me a straight line.
It's right behind you. You're looking at it. What are you expecting here? Your logic is motion exists. This one particular thing, galaxies, they're in motion and they go circle. Therefore, everything goes in circles. This marker's going straight, guys. There's no curved lines. Show me a curved line. That's what you can't. So I'm going to only pick one example of something moving and pretend that's everything. So I'm an idiot.
You show me where the platonic solids come from.
It came from your butt! Did you not know that? Look at me when I'm talking to you, mister. The platonic solids are just shapes. They're just shapes! Idiot! We're only 8 minutes in! Oh, this guy has been spewing 50 different lies!
If you look at anything, there are no straight lines.
I see a straight line right there across your forehead.
This is the real me, and
This is an AI replacement.
Ew!
we can go anywhere and do anything.
Why would you do that? Ew, what is that? AI creator course? Ew, get me out of here. Ew!
Information system.
Information, yeah, information. It's called the truth. There's no truth in there. You see any T's in there? How about R's or U's or T's or H's? Huh? No, you don't.
This is the Earth, and this is the moon right here.
How is that the Earth or the moon? That's just two buttholes.
A void. There's nothing in the void.
Yeah, just like there's nothing in the head of yours.
Now, all of this was supposed to be on a projector for you guys. I don't have that. So what I do have is a bit of a Chanel bag.
I feel sorry for these people. Universities are full of lies, but geez. This is like a liar, super lie demonstration right here.
Afterwards, y'all gonna have to just take a look at these.
Take a look at what? You pulling out your turds?
But
You taking a dump? He hasn't demonstrated anything. He's pointed at two dots on his multi-dimensional butthole and said, that's the Earth, that's the moon, and fundamental particle or something. He hasn't explained anything. He's just claimed things.
And these systems is what I brought to Oxford because I would like for you guys to examine them. Put them to test.
I'll put it to test right now. Bring him out. Bring him out to the truth. Something's assaulting me.
The flower of life has been opened, and when we get an opportunity, I'd love to show you some of these things.
Uh-huh. Yeah, you open up your butthole. I get it.
Yeah, you good?
Why is he looking at the toilet paper? Is it because it has straight lines on it?
it's a whole different monster.
What is a whole different monster?
But our math is still based on a two-dimensional way.
What are you talking about? Has he never heard of a cube? Or a sphere? Or a cone? Or how about a T?
Do you guys know about loops in math? Do you believe in loops?
Loops?
Square root of 2?
What the loops? There's loops now in math?
Do you think that's a loop?
Do I think what's a loop? The square root of 2? Why would the square root of 2 be a loop? Where does the loop come in? Maybe the 2 is the loop. There's your square root of 2. Where's the loop? Right there? In the 2? We don't need a box. That's how I would write it. That's how you write it if you're a person of truth, but you're not. Hey, by the way, Mr. Terrence Howard, would you like to explain me what this right here looks like to you? It's a straight line. What about that one? Ooh. Oh, what's that? That's a straight line right there.
Do you believe that the square root of 2 is the square root of 2?
Wait, say that again?
Do you believe that the square root of 2 is the square root of 2?
Is your dick in your pants? What nonsense are you speaking? If the answer is yes. Because they're the same thing.
I want y'all to take out your phone for a minute then. We're gonna do one thing. Everybody got a phone? Put it on the calculator and turn it to the side so you can get all the long numbers out of it.
These people are like, man, this guy's stupid. That's what they're all thinking right now. They're like, no, this guy's stupid.
Now I want you to put in 2 and square root it. You'll get 1.414213562373095 ... right? Now I want you guys to do me a favor. Cube it. It'll see 2.8284271 2174 6190. Now that makes sense. I want you guys to do me a favor. divide it by 2. Get that number? Cube it again. Divide it by 2. Cube it again, and I want you to do that until the end of your lives. And that number will still come up with 2.828, 4271, 2174, 6190. Any other number that you, above 2, that you put in and you cube and you square, cube and square and divide by 2, by the 6th operation, it has moved into an exponential number that you can't even imagine. Any number below 2 that you do that same operation with, it will go into an exponentially small matter and number. This is what we call a loop. It is illogical. It doesn't make sense.
Why doesn't it make sense?
It does not make math make sense.
No, you're just bad at math. Just accept it. That's why you had to pull out the calculator. Well, what is the problem here? I don't understand. You're just yapping about how 2 has a weird property when you fuck around with it with its cubes and squares. And then other numbers, they don't do that. They don't quite do the same as 2. And it's because they're not true. How about you actually demonstrate how that doesn't make sense in your stupid life-o noggin?
I think the new wave conjugations.
What's the wave conjugation, your fart?
You're still here writing
Ew, oh my goodness! Are you clapping for him? All he did was play around with calculators. What are y'all doing?
I've spent 45 years searching these things out and trying to figure out what the universe really, how it really worked.
The ideas of black holes and dark matter.
This is how the universe works.
That is
You want to know how the universe doesn't work? This.
a better version, better.
You haven't even described your better version at all. You've just been throwing words around and then playing around in your calculator and then showed off your butthole. It's like trying to give a physics lecture on Pornhub. What's wrong with you?
The couple of things that you showed me that I thought were really good were
How what?
you
Hurry up. Move them lips.
Of how they connect together and how you have managed to put it into a 3D shape rather than.
No, he
just people
doesn't.
looking
That's a
at it.
2D shape. It's a 2D outline of an interdimensional butthole.
Like one of the things I've been saying, the Euclidean mindset has kept us so locked away.
Why not the truthical mindset? How about that? Why are you so obsessed with the Euclidean mindset? You haven't even described your mindset. Maybe it's because there's no mind in there with that wonky ass head of yours.
Because all the universe is curved, all space is curved.
No, it's not. Not all of it. Some is curved and some isn't. Some things do this, curvy, and then some things do this, straighty. You ever heard of a gay person? You ever heard of a straight person? Are you shocked? Terrence Howard just thinks everyone's gay or something. Thinks the whole universe is gay.
And that's the spin. That's how you always know whether it's magnetism or electricity. It's the spin.
No, you don't. That's not how you learn it at all. You look at what it's actually doing.
Curved matter. I'm so sorry. I get so distracted. It's trying to define the space as.
You're just yapping about nothing. You haven't actually proved anything.
In between, what we have been dealing with is these petals.
All of mankind have dealt with these petals, but it's these other shapes that we've ignored.
They were the things that filled up the vacuum of space. And all these particles that I have, I think are the
What
full
particles?
proof of that, and it is also the full proof.
Would you like to show them to us?
Particles.
To anyone? How about you show it to the truth?
What your intention was in sort of bringing this up and sort of what.
Oh yes, please. Tell me your intentions of why you decided to show off your butthole to everybody.
Our planet is moving away from our sun at 6 inches a year. You guys know that. 15 centimeters a year, our planet is pushing away from the sun.
Yeah, that's because it's ugly and the sun's telling it to go away.
When you're going 600 quadrillion miles, you can't make a mistake. You need precision. And that's what the math is about. These pieces predict the natural distribution of matter and the distribution of weight.
How about you show a truthful explanation of how they do it? Yes, obviously, you should be very precise of how you describe the truth. Ew! Ew! Why does he keep zooming into his ugly face?
What's 1 times 1? What'd you say, 1? It equals 1?
Yeah, would equal 1.
What would Newton say is that? Action times an action. That's a reaction, right? Anybody in here that thinks 1 times 1 equals 1, then you give me 2 pounds and I'll give you a pound back.
That's called addition, you moron! What is he talking about? Where would the 2 come from? How would 1 times 1 equal 2? Where would the 2 come from? You got 1 box, and each box has 1 thing in it. So how many things you got? You got 1 box, and each box got 1 thing in it. You got 1 thing. Crazy, right? Isn't that nuts? Terrence, how would you explain to me where the 2 came from? Huh? Why did you say action times a reaction? Would you like to explain yourself with that one? Huh? Would you like to explain yourself, Mr. Terrence Howard, of where the action times reaction garbage you just threw out of your butthole, where that came from? I certainly would love to know, because that has nothing to do with life-old numbers, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9, or 10. Maybe 0, but not 1.
Anybody in here that thinks 1 times 1 equals 1, then you give me 2 pounds and I'll give you a pound back. And we'll call that even, right? Because 1 times 1 equals 1.
What are you talking about? They give you 2 pounds, you give them 1? That wouldn't be even. They gave you 2 things. You just don't understand what the times thing is. In order to spread the truth and to destroy the lies, you have to know the lies. And I know the lies of mathematics. So please tell me, where'd the 2 come from, Terrence? We never established there were 2 things. We said there was 1 thing, according to life-old mathematics. You're just describing a butthole.
Unbalanced equation. What we need
No, it is not. Where does the 2 come from? Terrence, where does it come from? There's a 1. There's a 1. There's a 1. So where does the 2 come from? Look, I got a box with a circle in it. All right, I got a box with a circle, and so that means I got 1 circle per box, right? And I got 1 box, so it's 1 circle per box, and I got 1 box, so do 1 times 1. Would you like to tell me where exactly does the 2 come from here? Are there 2 circles here? Hello? Would you like to explain yourself in that regard? No, you won't. No, you can't, because you're an idiot. You got that wanky, gooky, wicky, wacky head of yours, and you're like, oh, I got all these ideas. I can't keep them in my head because I'm too busy pooping up my own butthole.
times 1 equaling 1 is an unbalanced equation. But the identity
No, it is not.
element, which is like the Jim Crow laws of the 60s.
What?
Well, the laws of physics has to break down in order for that to take place. Action and reaction for 1 times 1 to equal 1.
No, you just don't know what 1 means in the context of the equation, Terrence. Are you stupid? Or are you just crazy? How long have you been huffing your own farts?
In comparison to if I said, what's $1 times $1?
What the hell does that mean? That's a nonsensical statement. $1 times $1 isn't a thing. It'd be like if you had a box that each one had $1, so that means you have $1 times every box, which is 1, so it's 1 box times $1, which equals 1. You have $1. There you go. Please tell me, Terrence, where did the 2 come from? In your alleged statement, in your alleged claim about 1 times 1 equaling 2, where does the 2 come from? Explain yourself!
The banks can say $1 times $1 is $1 and give you that.
It's just because that's not how the you don't why would you multiply $1 by $1? Like I said, you have a box with $1, and you have 1 box, and each box has $1. So it'll be $1 for each box, and you have 1 box, so it's 1 times 1. Means you have $1. Where would the second $1 come from? Please tell me! Where does it come from, Terrence? Where in that big, empty, mega mind head of yours does it come from? It comes from nowhere! Except from your chin, because you eat your own lips.
This is what 1 times 1 equaling 1 has got us. This inconsistency of our monies and our economy is sitting in the balance.
The economy is a lie. The fault is not that it uses 1 times 1 equals 2, Terrence, Mr. Howard. The problem is that you are trusting the economy at all. The economy is a lie. Accept it. It's a lie. Just like your mustache right there that you scribbled on your lips. It's a lie.
We need an audit on action and reaction, or we either got to get rid of, we say 1 times 1 equals 1, and there's no action and reaction. One or the other. You can't have both. And until we make that
Change. we're in trouble.
You're in trouble for not knowing the truth.
Should we open up to questions from the
No,
audience?
I don't want to talk to them.
That was nothing funny about that statement. What is he doing with his hands?
In physics, when two things are drawn to each other, it's because they are of similar charge.
That's not the reason why things are always attracted to each other. That's not how that works, Mr. Terrence Howard. I'm not about to explain the truth-o-dynamics to you, all right? I'm not going to give you a lecture in that one because you can barely understand the lies of your own world, so I don't expect you would understand the truths of my own. You're not ready for it. What I can say is that that's not the only reason, even in your own life ahead of yours, that things attract to each other. You know, people get attracted to each other. I know it's so stupid and crazy that people seriously waste their time like, oh, hey Johnny, I saw a pretty girl by the subway. I'm attracted to her. That's attraction. It has nothing to do with charge.
They say negatives attract, but cold air drops down. Does it attract to the hot air rising up?
No.
No, it passes right by each other. Because negatives, opposites don't attract, it's positives that attract to each other.
What are you talking about? How? How? Cold air and hot air are not analogous to negatively charged and positively charged things. Hey Google, who is Terrence Howard?
According to Wikipedia, Terrence Howard is an American actor performing on film and television. He has received a Screen Actors Guild
Yeah, he's certainly doing a performance up here. Pretty shoddy one.
Award and 2 Independent Spirit Awards. Howard made his film debut in a minor role in the buddy comedy.
Stop! I don't care what he was doing in his heyday. He's clearly past his prime. He's clearly like 87 now. So he's clearly an idiot and senile. Look at his cranium in there.
Why I get triggered when someone gives me unsolicited advice.
Why you get triggered is because you lie in the bathtub with your phone. Who does that? Skipping this ad. They should have invited me to this thing. I would tear this guy a new butthole.
And I just had a question about the entertainment industry.
What are you wearing?
What advice would you have for the industry?
Why does your hat not fit on your head? You gotta pull it down. Pull it down. Cover your face. It's hideous. Ew.
Everybody else wants that job. They're trying to keep you out.
So you have to break into the business.
Yeah, break into your freaking mouth. Bring the truth in there. Go like boom, 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 boom. Knock, knock. Who's there? It's the truth. What? Oh, bam, bam, bam. Truth coming in. Knock, knock, Terrence. It's the truth. All the truth coming to you. Truth coming. You feel that truth?
Great. Yeah, let's go to you.
Who's next? Who's next? Who's standing up, huh?
Stand up.
Who's standing up? Who's standing up next, huh? You want face off? Oh my goodness! Oh! What the? Ew! What is that? Who put that there? Why is that there? Get it out of here! Go away! Oh, thank you, yes. Please turn away. What are you doing up there? Get that thing out of here. Why are you talking to that big ball of butt in there? Huh? What are you going to learn from Terrence Howard right here? I'll tell you what you're going to learn from Mr. Terrence Howard. You know what you're going to learn? Literally nothing. Character. Yeah, like the lack of character I'm seeing here. Does anything else happen? Oh! Goodness gracious! Can you put a warning, a big content warning saying, hey, warning, warning, ugly faces, ew, 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 ew. Look at this, a turkey ball sack, ostrich nipple, freaking tortoise butt. What is that? Oh wait, it's Terrence Howard, he's back at it again, showing his ugly face to the whole stadium going like...
In the next 5 years. I think that was about 5 years ago.
What is he talking about?
About 5 years ago, you spoke about harmonic wave sequencing.
There's nothing harmonic about your face.
Wave resequencing.
Resequencing? What? The harmonic wave resequencing? How about you resequence your face to something more appealing? But you can't.
That was about 5 years ago.
Neither can he. He's ugly.
Resequencing and how that could possibly solve cancer or genetic illness.
Solve cancer? He's getting up. Oh, he's gonna... Oh, goodness gracious. You got him riled up now. He's gonna take a dump. She's excited. She's like, oh boy, I can't wait for this massive turn Terrence Howard's about to lay out from his freaking interdimensional butthole. Here he is. He's like,
nitrogen, phosphorus, and oxygen.
oh, that's what you're pooping out today?
The body transferred or understood the energy information through electricity. They're finding out it's through frequency.
Through frequency? Frequency of what? That's even more lifeful than electricity. Frequency is just describing, it's just a property of something that's repeating. Here, allow me to demonstrate. So this is a frequency. Watch. So you see this? You could write this on a graph, right? So see how my hand's going back and forth? It's doing a repetitive cycle, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. You know what frequency is? It's merely telling you the rate in which the repetition is occurring over a period of time. Frequency is faster, frequency is slower. See, the cycle is repeating at a different rates, and that's what we call frequency. See, faster, the cycle is going faster, it's repeating faster. The cycle is shorter, so that means the frequency is faster. Anyway, so yeah, that's frequencies for you. If I went any faster, I'd start getting to the topic of truthful frequencies. Don't get me there, okay? Terrence Howard doesn't know what he's talking about because frequency in this context means literally nothing.
Well, guess what hydrogen sounds like? It's the key of E.
The key of E?
And it's the color yellow.
What?
Oxygen is a chartreuse, and it's the key of F over F sharp.
Have you ever spoke to hydrogen or oxygen? I have. It don't sound like that at all. Oxygen sounds like go. Like it's me. It's the oxygen. I don't think we started with hydrogen. Hydrogen. You have no idea what those people are like.
Passing on.
Shut up!
Question for you. Have you ever been at a party with some of your friends you ain't seen in 10 years, when y'all was like 14?
No.
You hung out and there's a song that came on and you was like, "Ugh," and everybody got up and was live at that moment. Now say 10 years later you got a friend with you. He's a good guy, but he wasn't there when me and my boys formed this. So when that song comes on, our DNA tightens.
That's called a memory.
In the genomes for each and every one of us. Now when that
How do you know? Can you prove that?
Your particular prime resonant frequency is played. Guess what happens?
You fart?
Celebrates and tightens. Everything else gets pushed out.
Oh my goodness! He really is pooping! He's pooping on stage! Somebody stop him!
Is only hitting at an F. Why?
Why? Because fuck you. Hurry up. He's just ascribing musical notes and assigning them to random shit.
It takes dedication.
Ew! It takes dedication to get that face on that screen because you're so disgusting, but you're too blind to notice it. Get me out of here. Where's my cursor? There it is. Get off of his face!
So you're saying 1 pound times 1 pound is equal to 2 pounds. But it's 1 pound squared, which doesn't make any sense because you've got a squared unit.
Squared. 1 pound squared.
Can you divide pounds? Can you divide money?
Not by money.
If you can divide it, you can multiply it. What, a pound times a pound? Well, you know, it's funny, I actually patented 1 squared. All these things that I showed you guys, I've patented all these things.
Oh no, you patent them? You patent your own shit? Man, what a disgusting freak.
Wrote a book called The Universal One, and in it he introduced...
Universal bullshit, get out of here. Like that, Universal 1? 2?
Heavy water.
Yeah, come on, use your brain there.
And then plutonium and...
Come on, use your noggin.
So I copywrote all these things and patented all these things before bringing them to you. They are true, and I think...
They're not, and you're just too bunch of a butt to accept that they're not. That's really all there is to it.
The money is... there's nothing wrong with the money, but how we deal with the money. But if you can...
Yeah, the problem is that you have an economy. You shouldn't use the economy. That's the problem. It's just a lie.
And if you multiply 1 pound by 1 pound, same as if you multiply 1 meter by 1 meter, it should be 1 pound squared or 1 square meter.
It becomes 2. Why does it become 1 pound squared is 2, isn't it?
No! Now, usually I'm not one to agree with liars, but I at least appreciate that she used something like 1 meter by 1 times 1 meter. I think that's actually a good idea to compare it to, because you see how like 1 meter, it's basically just a straight line. That's 1 meter, right? It's one-dimensional, and it's times by another meter, and now it's two-dimensional. It's a meter squared. It's a square. It's become basically a completely different thing. It's gone from one straight line and another straight line make this. But this is a pound squared. That doesn't exist. That's not something the economy has in it. Even though it's a lie, it doesn't have it in there. Even the economy knows that that would be stupid. What are you going to do? Trade squares?
Now, if you look at remember what I just said about the associative and the commutative laws. It says A is to be added to itself as many times as its units in B. And the only thing that prevents that is the identity element that sits up and says, no, the Jim Crow law sits. Black people sit in the back of the bus because that's what the law says, without even having a foundation for it.
There is a foundation for it. It's a LIFO foundation, but you just don't understand the LIFO foundation in question. You don't even have a foundation, except for your butthole.
But if you go by your logic and you say 1 times 1 is 2, 1 times 2 is 3, and then how would you define 2 times 4? Is that's just...
That stays, all that remains the same. Anything with 1, just add 1. The first rule of
Okay, then where's the difference between addition and multiplication?
Well, multiplication is what? Exaggerated addition. Isn't it?
No, it's repeated addition, you idiot!
Is it a matter of mathematical convention? If you define beforehand that something, like, logically, it makes the most sense that 1 times 1, if you have 1 laptop, 1 times a laptop is 1 laptop, that makes more sense than you say it's 2 laptops.
Well, now, if you say...
And then that's where the mathematical convention comes in. And that's, like, most, like, large part of math is convention.
Just got owned, Terrence, by this here individual right here, this little turkey. She just got you. What you gonna do, Terrence? Whine about it? Cry about it? Moan about it? Be stupid about it? Let's find out on this episode of Terrence Howard.
It's how it has been defined. It's a matter of definition.
And it's wonderful. The convention is all right if the material and the information being shared in the convention is true. And with that thing that I showed you, did you look at the square root of 2? Do you think that that's a loop, that's a natural thing with the square root of 2? Did you believe that?
What is he talking about the square root of 2 for? Here, let's, all right, everybody, let's go look up the square root of 2, shall we? Calculator. More like liulator. What's the square root of 2, guys? There's 2. What's the square root? It's that. Wow, amazing. What's that squared? 2. What's that square root? Bam. Bam. You stupid? Clearly. He wants me to cube it for some reason, and then he's shocked that it turns into a different number. Yeah, overflow. Overload of shit. Overflowing Terrence Howard's butthole.
We multiplied it, we cubed the number, and then we divided it by 2, and we cubed it again and divided it by 2, and we did that a number of times, and that number still remained the same exact number, which we know cannot happen.
Why not? Why not, Terrence? So, you took a number, you got the square root of 2, you cubed it, which means, in LIFO terms, means that you times it by itself 3 times, so it's the square root of 2 times the square root of 2 times the square root of 2, then you divide it by 2, whatever product is of that, you times it by itself again 3 times over. What is your deal? I don't understand. Like, why can't that happen? Let's make it simpler. Let's say you have 2 minus 1, you get 1, plus 1 equals 2. Minus 1 equals 1, plus 1 equals 2. You can do it infinitely, and you would always end with 2.
Because it's illogical, that loop makes it invalid.
No, it doesn't. You're just stupid.
I'm afraid that is all we have time.
Because you keep farting in your own head.
Please join me in thanking.
Why are you clapping for him? He didn't do anything. He just talked a lot of shit for 5 hours and then farted. He took a shit in his pants. Ew! Oh, it's just a book of lies. No, I'm not subscribing. Alright, we did it. Hope this is a great, fantastic video. Did everyone enjoy that? Truth's back. Hopefully we can remain weekly uploads as per the prior schedule. Hopefully we can get back to that. Hopefully Master Truth doesn't call me up again. Go, man of Truth, can you come back down the store and buy me some liquor again? And I'm gonna be like, oh my goodness, Master Truth, go get your stuff, you idiot! So hopefully nothing like that happens again. And I'm getting kind of tired of, listening to people like Terrence Howard and Spirit Science. Apparently this guy responded to Terrence Howard. I don't really care what his response is. He's not a man of truth. You can tell because he's not wearing a mask. Where's your mask, you idiot? What the hell is this guy doing? Are you Italian? Yeah, he's definitely Italian. Well, thanks for watching. The Truth is back again. Hopefully everyone's having a great time. Heard it's the new year, if you believe in lies. It's the same year for me, because I live in the truth, unlike you. I'll be back next time. Don't you worry. Man of Truth will be back in town for you. All right, Truth out.